I can't think of anything to say that's fucked up. Pretty fucked up, huh? Hey nobodies, it's me here once again, here with my co-host, Mr. Nobody, and folks, I gotta say, I am fucking excited. I am in a great mood right now. I am just stoked because the legend has returned, folks. Renetto, the OG king of YouTube. He made his first video in over a year just the other day, and I am absolutely stoked. Now, if you don't know who Renetto is, Renetto, he was the first celebrity YouTube vlogger. And if you were around on YouTube back in the early days like I was, you know that YouTube had all of these amazing old school style vloggers. I mean, you had Renetto, you had Boheem, you had Greg Solomon, you had Bat Tim, you had the Boring Dispatcher, may he rest in peace. And they were all freaking amazing, and they were like the original YouTube stars. And the great thing about these guys is like they weren't like these slick, overproduced channels that you see today. I mean, these were just regular guys who, I mean, they could be like your next door neighbor or something. They're just regular, average dudes, and that's what YouTube used to be all about back in the day. And it's what it needs to be again, quite frankly. But anyway, back in 2022, just a couple years ago, a bunch of like these old school YouTubers started making videos all of a sudden. These old school YouTubers from back in my day who hadn't been active in years just came back all of a sudden. Boheem came back, Greg Solomon came back, Renetto came back, and it was freaking amazing. Because I would go on my feed, and the first time in years, I would see new videos from all of these amazing vloggers who I used to watch when I was a teenager. And then by 2023, they were all gone. They all just left. And then Zipster, who was another OG YouTuber, he freaking died. Which I wasn't really a fan of Zipster back in the day, but he was one of the OGs, and he needs to be commended for that. So, you know, all these old school YouTubers came back, and they all just left. One of them died, and it just crushed my inner 19-year-old's heart. But anyway, Renetto made his first video in over a year just the other day, and I watched the hell out of it. It was him opening up all these weird packages that he got in the mail, which I may have sent him a thing or 10. But yeah, he kind of implied that he wasn't going to be back permanently. So Renetto, I'm just making this video so I could encourage you to stay and make videos on a more regular basis. And if you're someone who doesn't know who Renetto is, I urge you to go to his channel and subscribe and watch Renetto. Because if you're a fan of old school YouTube, Renetto is old school YouTube. And I hope he sticks around because YouTube really needs a dose of that old school flavor. Worse than ever. And Paul, I just want to say I'm a fan. You're one of my biggest inspirations. Started watching you when I was 18, and I think I'm probably about the same age you were when you started out here on YouTube. I'm going to be 36 in a few weeks, and I think you were probably in your late 30s. So, you know, I would like to see more new Renetto content as I maneuver through middle age. And I also want to say, in 2006, I turned 18 years old. And one of the fundamental things that I did in my first year of adulthood was I watched the epic drama between you and Greg Solomon. That's right. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, Renetto and Greg Solomon, that was the very first epic YouTube drama. It was like the first epic YouTube rivalry. And I was there for it when I was 18 years old, and I wouldn't have spent that time any other way. It was amazing. So yes, please subscribe to Renetto, watch Renetto. I hope he sticks around. And, you know, Renetto, I hope you do continue to make videos. Like I said before, you kind of implied that, you know, your comeback was temporary. Now, Renetto, you said in one of your videos from a couple years back that being on YouTube today is like going to a family reunion without your family. And you really hit the nail right on the head because I know a lot of my friends from the old YouTube days have left. In fact, a couple of them passed away, as yours have. So I can totally relate to what you're saying. But, you know, if you look around, there's still some of that great old school classic YouTube spirit left. You know, you just got to kind of look for it. You know, YouTube doesn't really push that stuff out anymore, but if you look around, you'll still find some of that great old school YouTube spirit. So hopefully you stick around, and you know, like I said, we need that old school YouTube flavor worse than ever. So hopefully we see a lot more content from you in the future. And that's pretty much all I got to say. I'll see all you nobodies later.